Design Thinking for Impact, Winter Camp, Day 4. We decided to use personas, and it's not just one persona that kind of summarizes a group of users, but you can also come up with different personas, more than one. Think about what that particular user needs.
Well, I don't think that they have to go in order because I don't think that sometimes design or life really isn't as linear as people really think it is.
Because it's improv, it's more about creativity, quickly. What creative thing can you think of on the spot?
I talked about it last week, but if no one wants to go, I can take over. So during the weekend, we planned for today is an activity called 20 questions.
Right, so very appropriately, let's pretend as if we had just completed the Design Thinking for Impact Winter Camp.
And right now, I know that during COVID, most of us are really stuck on how we should move forward to make an impact on our society. I know the questions that we ponder every day, like kids our age. Stanford created Design Thinking. Design Thinking takes a new creative approach to problem solving. And today we have with us two experts who created a Design Thinking for Impact program.
Hi, I'm Reinhold Steinbeck. I have been working at the intersection between innovation, technology, and education throughout my entire career. I started out as a learning experience designer at the Stanford Program for International and Cross-Cultural Education. I then worked at the Apple Research Labs, looking at how technology can support teaching and learning and innovation. Recent studies show that companies, employers value these soft skills and other leadership abilities even more than any technical expertise, because this is what brings added value to what you're doing.
Empathy as well as rapid prototyping are two of the key aspects of the human-centered design process.
Another great part about this program is that there will be TAs from Stanford, UCLA, NYU, and Cornell. We will help you with your projects, we will help you make this program fun, and we will share you our insights on how we completed successful college applications.
We are very much connected with the design thinking community. And what we're sharing with you today is very much grounded on the Stanford Design Way. We very much believe in interactive, collaborative activities and also using the real world as our classroom.
And I think this team approach is very indicative of the way Stanford's design community works. And so part of this is understanding the beliefs and values that underlie how this process works, but also what are the specific steps.
Okay, I'm gonna make a folder then.
Again, the only way to do it is to do it. And we want to help you to embrace that mindset, but also we want to create a culture where you feel safe doing that. Come back as though you were walking on the moon.
Yeah, our team name is Beta Blue Chumplings, and our design challenge is that many students, more particularly in the high school level, are lacking sleep, which affects their performance in academia and also their daily lives. It is pretty much a culture between high school students that sleeping late is just part of life, and we do not think that that is very healthy. So next slide, please. So we got a few interviews done, maybe about like 4 or 5, and then we've developed a persona. Our persona is a pretty much like another regular high school student. April is a student in 10th grade and in a middle class family. She uses technology about 10 to 12 hours a day, especially because these days is distance learning. She attends high school and procrastinates frequently. From our surveys, we have found that one of the main issues about sleeping late is procrastinating on schoolwork, and as well as trying to balance time between school and other hobbies and commitments like dance, like our persona who has dance, art, video games, music. She likes talking to people on the internet. She values academia but has problems finishing homework. I'm sure that many of our parents have tried to push us to get into the best college that we can. So she does have those values. However, she does have trouble finishing her schoolwork. She sleeps less than 8 hours a day and attends a few school clubs. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this statement. I just procrastinate a lot. I need to sleep earlier and wake up earlier.
So the point of view from April is that she needs a way to sleep more because she has to compromise time between doing well in school and committing to her hobbies. She tries to get things done, but often puts them off for later, and this ends up affecting her sleep time. And so we thought, how might we prevent procrastination? And what we came up with was a smarter scheduling application. And we sort of brainstormed basic features for that, which was a schedule and that analyzes your activity, a bedtime reminder, and tracks your time pretty much.
So our prototype that we built, which basically helps you students manage their time better. So one of the features of it is that it has a weekly analysis, which takes information from your computer, devices like phones, and basically compiles it together and tells you what you're spending too much time on and what you're spending too little time on and where you can improve. And it also has a bedtime feature, which allows you to set a bedtime and toggle the blue light filter on or off. And it has a calendar to help you keep track of events and a to-do list to keep track of daily events and important events.
Okay, so our team is SLM Slam Your Academic Problems. So our design goal is trying to help students in online learning with their academic issues during the pandemic.
So these are some of our need finding highlights.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically for the website, there are classes we design and offer for students.
When was the last time you hung out with your friend or something?
Yeah.